Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the RG351P. This is hopefully going to be a short video. I have downloaded something called wuMMLe right here. wuMML. It is a fork of ARKOS. I haven't played this device in a while. I downloaded AmberElect. Was kind of trying to set it up, and I realized I don't like AmberElect that much. It felt slower. It felt clunkier. It didn't feel good, I guess. Highly customizable, but it's just it's easier for people. It's like pre-set up, I guess. ARKOS wasn't necessarily pre-set up, didn't have everything with it. Front end wise, like you don't get all the customization options and stuff out of the box. But ARKOS always ran faster. The games ran better. They loaded better. They loaded faster. The whole experience was smoother, I suppose. So today we're going to be looking at wuMMLe, specifically PS1 emulation with wuMMLe, and Stardew Valley. We're going to be looking at Stardew Valley. I've already set it in the options here. This is what you get. There's advanced options that allow you to restore default RetroArch core settings, which is very important, especially if you're me. You can update. It's connected to the file server for wuMMLe whenever you install this. There is a specific thing I need to do, which is turn the brightness up since we're outside. Let's see if that helps any. Now we intense reflections. Either way, the volume on this is insanely loud now. I'm not sure what's up with it. I don't know if wuMMLe changed the default values for the volume slider or something, the dBs, but it's insanely loud. You can also overclock from here. It's got the high clock option, so we're gonna go ahead and click that just to make sure it's turned on. There's lots of flies out here. Rumble does work. It didn't work super well before. It works very well now. We're gonna be testing one of my favorite games, Dragon Quest VII, because why not? We're going to start off with RetroArch 32 Rearmed Rumble. You see, you can do Rearmed P-Ops. I'm not sure what this is. You can do Rearmed. Then there's Rumble. So we're going to do the Rumble version. That's the version I like. I like having Rumble. It's cool. We'll just start it up. And I'm going to load my state, which is not very far in. I lost my previous save that I had. Just close to the end of the game. I'll probably play through this again. I'm actually kind of... I'm excited. I want to play games on this again because I downloaded wuMMLe. RetroArch is updated to the latest version. It's got the latest emulators. It's nice. Obviously, you get all of that with AmberElect. AmberElect's actually about 5 months behind. It's 1 or 2 versions behind this when it comes to RetroArch. I'm pretty sure I said AmberElect then, right? AmberElect is behind wuMMLe. And ARKOS is 2 years behind everybody. So, because they're not updating RG351P anymore. But it's nice that somebody made a fork, and there's a couple of community members working on this. Oh gosh, itchy. So let's, boop. Failed to load state. Gosh, okay, we're not loading my state. It got upset. Oh, you can't, man, you can't load a state in the 32-bit RetroArch. For 64-bit, I don't believe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just watch the intro after I turn something on here. Settings. Then we go to on-screen display, notifications, visibility, frame rate. All right. So we're getting 59 to 60. This first cutscene, it's not a good indicator of your FPS. It's an FMV. It can lag, but if you're getting 60 5960, that's just, it's amazing. Wish you could skip this scene. You know what's amazing though? What's amazing is PlayStation games on this device used to take 20 plus minutes to load, which was horrible. It made me not want to play any of them. PS1 has such a vast library of RPGs. The Game Boy Advance has a lot of RPGs as well, but PS1 is like the king when it comes to RPGs. Now you can hear here, this is actually, the sound quality is worse than what we were hearing on the title screen. It's not actually as loud. Which I guess doesn't make it worse. It's actually, the sound quality is worse though. You'll find that out once we go to Swan Station. And this is default core options. There's nothing crazy going on here. Go away, nobody likes flies. But yeah, I don't want to spend 20 minutes getting through the intro of the game. We'll just kind of walk around, get some baseline FPS here. Like 58 to 60, that's okay. Alright, this is with PCSX rearmed, which was... I think this was alongside Beetle? So you could use Beetle or you could use rearmed. They're all right. This one has more lag than the new emulators that have been added, which we'll be getting to now. So, go to emulator settings, PlayStation. We go to RetroArch. You have Duck Station and Swan Station. I don't know the difference. The only difference that I found so far is Duck Station can run games that have patches applied to them. So Final Fantasy Tactics with a War of the Lions patch, which makes it like the PSP version of the game, right? That's the only difference that I found so far. Swan Station is more organized when you go through the settings menu. It's got folders like in subdirectories for all of the options. Duck Station does not. So we're going to start out with Swan Station. Swan Station is not my preferred version, just because it doesn't run patched games. And I don't want to have to set it for every single individual game. I want to just have one emulator that works, right? So here's my state that I've loaded, because 64-bit version you can load the state, 32-bit you can't, because it's two different versions. Bum, bum, bum. Usually we get 59 to 60 in this location. So we get 1 FPS more, right? Our lows are better by 1 FPS. That's cool. That's actually good. I mean, if we have big dips, they won't be as bad. I think with PCSX rearmed, I used to get down to like 58 FPS when I was playing this game. Not 50, I'm sorry, 48. I am brain fart. I used to get down to 48 FPS in certain locations, and it would be it just felt so unplayable. Like, it was playable, obviously, because I wanted to play the game. So I would power through those sections, but this is going to take those sections, make it maybe 52 FPS instead of 48. It's really going to help. So we're gonna go over here, back to the settings, and change it to DuckStation. Because I use DuckStation. So these are default core settings, besides the FPS showing up. Nothing else is different. We're gonna load the game. It'll drop to 49 when the state loads, and then we'll just kind of walk around and see what we get. Okay, we got a 59.99. So that's actually, I think that's better than Swan Station. Oh, there's 98. I think Swan Station dropped to 38. There's 97. So we are literally getting, these are just tiny percentages. These are less than 1% improvements, right? But they matter in the long run when you play this game, or any PS1 game for that matter, because when you get those really low dips, something like in this case DuckStation, for me playing this game, those low dips will be better in this game. But in other games, I don't know. You know, further testing is required on whomever's part. It may be. Right? Does that make sense? Whoever decides they want to test that stuff for themselves, if they have this device and they're playing games, sure, go ahead, test it, have fun. But for me, I'm going to be using DuckStation. Now, I want to just turn the volume up for you here. Now, these little speakers on the bottom here, there's one right there, one right here. They don't have bass, and I'm not sure what they did, but you can turn this bad boy up, and it's got a little bit of bass to it now. There's some kind of, I'm not sure what's going on with the interpolation of the audio, but something's going on. It's pretty nice. It's got a little boom 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 going to it now. There's also some distortion that can happen if you have the volume too loud, because it can get too loud. We can look at the core options here, and you'll see there's not much you can do. Like, this is everything that's set up. You can change the internal resolution, but it won't do anything, because we're playing on a software mode. And here's some other stuff you can change as well. It already comes pre-configured with these corrections. This is just default, right? So that's cool. Yeah, and I know on the other one we didn't get to test that area as much, but I can tell you that it should not be dipping in the beginning right there. I got a smooth 60 on both of the other emulators when I started them up before I made save states. So we're gonna go to ports. Boom. Stardew Valley. Takes a minute to load. It also takes a minute to set it up. You have to download the Linux files for the game, and then import the entire game over to the Stardew Valley folder that you get from Portmaster. And you have to get it from you can either get it on here, or you can get it from their GitHub. Sorry, I'm a little bit spaced out today. I just really want to make this video. This is like my goal for today, right? Make this video. I passed my insurance exam and stuff, by the way, just throwing that out there in the middle of this video. If you're a viewer who watches quite often, So that's cool. I'm doing a lot of... Apologize for that. Unfortunately, our car's alternator broke, so I have to wait to apply for jobs. Should we go ahead and load Stardew Valley up? This is fast CPU mode. I don't think there's a way to see the FPS. The game doesn't have an in-game. There's no in-game FPS counter. I can't make FPS pop up. This isn't RetroArch. This is Stardew Valley. Oh. A bit of lag right there. Broke my crop. Awesome. I'm not saving. That's for sure. Because I did not mean to do that. Boop. 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 Yeah, everything works. You can walk around town, you can check your mail, and you can just play Stardew Valley. Unfortunately, the left side of the screen, a little cut off here for me because I have the UI, specifically with the UI, because I have it enlarged, because this game has a very tiny UI. Make it a little smaller, maybe I'll be able to see stuff better. Yeah, let's just let's water the grass, bro, because that's what you do with that. That's a frog. So everything works there. You just exit by exiting desktop. It's starting to get hot. As you can see, the sun is piercing down onto this now. So we're gonna finish this up, I guess. Just play a game. We'll check and see what they got with Game Boy Advance. I haven't actually checked that yet. They got MGBA. That's kind of... Oh, they have it with Rumble. No way. You see that? I don't know if people can see that. Let's see if that loads. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I think we've hit the stopping point. Those are a lot of my key points there. Or not, I guess I had no key points, but a lot of my whole point of the video really was just to show off the PlayStation 1 emulation. It's better now. It's like way better. Yeah, there's too many black things on the screen. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know the quality isn't that great, but, you know, thanks for watching. Bye for now.